Hello, everybody. This is Sarah Perry, psychic medium artiste, and I'm just checking in today as I just feel compelled to, because of the energy is just all over the place. I know that there are a few of you out there that I've already spoken to and connected with that are feeling this and extremely exhausted from it. It's like being in a washing machine and just swirling around with the wrong colours. You should be in an all whites wash and you've ended up in a mixed wash by mistake, and the heat isn't right, and the cycle's going on too long and the spinner's broken. It is just crazy, crazy energy right now. Now, some of it is the projections of other people where there is a sense of desperation going on, a need to move on, and kind of hanging on with the last breath to for help in panic, when really all they have to do is let themselves go and trust. And I don't mean kind of jump off cliffs or fall off anything dangerously. I mean this metaphorically, of course, for any of you out there. There's always been a choice. This year has been about moving forwards into this new vibration. It's about being grabbing hold of our lives as us and doing things from the heart and following our passions. And the 5D energy came in, this ascension started happening, and it was kind of slow really, although it felt a little bit wobbly to start with. Now it's kind of speeding up. It's like this is your last chance to get in the lift, because the lift is full, and it can only take so many, and if you got the earlier ones, it would have been a lot easier, but people have been holding on, hanging on to the past and thinking, no, do you know what? I don't need to go quite yet. It's a bit like in the airport, you go and get a plane and you think, well, I know I've got to be there 2 hours earlier, but I might as well just go, I'm used to flying, I know when the flight's going, so I'll just get there just before, and then hopefully the rush will be gone. But right now, because of everything changing in the airports and all the forms you got to fill out and everything, I got to the airport and I was on that plane half an hour before I should have been, and I landed 15 minutes early, and on the way back I got back half an hour earlier, because they're literally just kind of getting through all the paperwork and getting people on there. Now, I know they can't leave if you've kind of booked in, but if you haven't and they're ready to go, they're just going to shut those doors. And that's the kind of thing that is going on right now. This is what the universe is going. They're going, come on, get on with it. It is time to just move on. Stop kind of justifying while you're staying in that spot, because that little safe patch is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's like you've been sitting on this ice block and there's boiling heat coming down and just melting it away, and there is nothing you can do. And the longer you wait, the closer the sharks are coming, all right? So it's not going to get better. If you are getting, you're feeling attacked, or you're feeling kind of bullied or hemmed in, or, it's like the walls are kind of falling in all around you in your life in general. Everywhere you go, it's chaos. It's time to listen, guys. The universe isn't doing this just to kind of give you a terrible time. But when you're worried and you're panicking and emotional too, you're opening up to the other energy, which isn't so great, and you're tapping into everyone else's fear, and you'll just become more panicky. Now, some of you obviously are kind of just going for it, or many people are, and you probably are still feeling like you're in a washing machine and thinking, hang on a minute, I did it all right, I did everything you asked for me, I've been trusting, I've been lifting to this high vibration. But guess what? There's another few steps to go. We're going to hit 8D. That's what I'm seeing. I saw this a long time ago. I'm getting like the 8th, almost of October till the 26th of October, this massive rush coming in of energy that could turn us all sideways. The reason that you are feeling maybe exhausted, again, like you're hit and miss, your mind isn't kind of focused, although it should be, everything just feels out of time and out of step, is because this energy is changing constantly. And it's like knowing there's a doorway, but clawing your way through a thick fog. And I mean clawing because it feels thick. It's like moving through, if you imagine a load of plastic hanging everywhere, and you've got to kind of work your way through it, or loads of vines, tangly vines everywhere through this forest, and you're just kind of You know you can see the light, but it just won't stop. Every time you move, there's another thing, and you're just pulling off layer after layer after layer. Everything is speeding up because it's time. Everything is about divine timing. The universe, if you've got a mission, and they're not going to, for some, they're not going to let you hold back. They're going to push you forwards. But if you still continue to hang on, they're going to go, okay, never mind, right, boat's gone now, boop, boop, off we go, and you'll be still standing on the edge. Now, I'm not saying this to kind of frighten anybody or freak anyone out, if you're thinking, oh my God, I didn't do everything. If you've been working towards what you want, and you've been having faith, and you've been meditating, and you've been altering your lifestyle, which is about fulfillment and happiness. I don't mean suddenly becoming a vegan or giving up alcohol, or, that isn't the way forwards. It's about doing something that's enjoyable, keeping your life simple, clearing out the clutter, just considering what is a priority and most important. And if you've been doing that, just day by day, and just focusing on that, and then when things come out, you go, okay, but I'm still there, I'm still hanging in there, and you keep your faith, you'll be fine. You'll be okay, Just whenever there's a choice, decide on you. And this isn't about being selfish and letting everyone go in the, all the people you're responsible for. If you've got kids and that, obviously, and you've got family, then fair enough. But even then, there is a point where you have to do what is right for you. Okay, not everyone is going to like it. But if you're happy and you're doing things that spark your interest and keep your energy alive, and you feel vibrant all the time and positive, then others are going to catch on, and all you're doing is showing them how to do it. So actually you're becoming a leader and a teacher, which is the best way right now. I've spoken about anger a lot. I've spoken about, anxiety and getting in with all the kind of tangled mess. And again, it's like, stay away from that, because it is heating up. Now we're coming into Mercury retrograde, so you kind of expect everything to slow down. But I feel like this is going to be like a fast cycle, fast spin, on 1,002, 1.200, spin. Can you have that on the washing machine? I'm sure I've got that on mine. But it may feel like not only are you in that spin, but the washing machine is going down the cliff at the same time, and you're hurtling towards something, but you can't see it, right? You can't see what's going on. You've just got to just shut your eyes and be calm, and just trust that eventually this journey is going to come to a stop, because eventually you will come to the end of a cycle and completion will happen. It has to. There has to be an ending to have a beginning, but we have to clear everything away. Sometimes everything has just got to be done and dusted, and these kind of hurtling towards the finish line, or feeling like everything, when a plane comes down to landing, even when, everything's fine, sometimes it goes boom, 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 and this could be, your wake up call, or the sign of, okay, everything is finalised, it's completion. Be really aware of everything. I'm getting the number 666, funny enough. And some of you will kind of think, oh, that's not a good set of numbers. But actually, if you add them together, you get 18, and 1 and 8 is 9, which is the number of completion and fulfillment. And it's also a charitable number. It's about love. It's about doing things in service for the whole, doing what is right for mankind. And if you turn a 6 upside down, it's a 9, okay? And 999 was the help number, right? So consider all these things. If you see 6s around, it's also the number of balance. It's about doing things right for the whole, being loyal. And there's a sense of harmony. It's the number of Libra, of justice. So keep your eyes open. Even throughout the chaos, I went through huge, bizarre last week, where it just felt like, I don't know, I didn't feel like I was part of this world. It was just so erratic. My head was all over the place. The world was all over the place. Things were kicking off everywhere. And in the middle of all these things, I got some real highlights. And one of those things was the double numbers, the angel numbers. And I'm seeing them daily again. And it's almost on the hour, every hour. So when you see them, take them in. As I was doing this reading, I was talking about change, and I was looking at the numbers on my recorder, and it said 555 as it was changing. I caught it. So it's like someone is either, you know, working through you, they're holding your hand, and know that you have got support, guys. Now, one of the ways forwards with all of this is to do everything with love. All right. And for some of you, you might think, I'm not going to love that person. I'm not going to do that. They did this, you know, and all this. Okay, forget all that. Just do things with a kind heart. Even if somebody comes at you with anger or defensiveness, look at why they're doing it. Most of the time, it's because they want help. It's their way of asking for help. When people react in fear like that and anger, it's because they're panicking, all right? So it comes out like an attack. So the best thing you can do is go in with love and go in calm and easy, and just allow them to be themselves, and just ask the questions at the right time. Now, because we're coming into the Mercury retrograde time, this is a great time to push that communication forwards and to really look beneath the surface, okay? I feel like you've got to go deep now. You've got to go beneath the subtext. Don't just hear what is going on or read what is going on. Guys, stop texting. Stop sending messages through text because you're too afraid to speak to someone's face. If you are unable to do that, then you're not being yourself. You're afraid to be who you are. Now, confrontation doesn't mean you've got to shout and blast and scream at people. Just go in gently. It's like, when you park a car, if you go in kind of erratically, you kind of, you can bang another car if you're in a rush. Go in gently, just one step at a time. All right, because then you will make time. Make time for you, make time for others. Go in with your heart, be generous, and forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive other people. Forgive yourself for getting wound up and thinking, I've done that again. Okay, forgive yourself and move on. Now, I'm doing an online Ho'oponopono course. Again, do check out the link below and the video that is up. And I would love to have you on it. It's $20. If you'd like a private reading, get down to the website, www.saraperrypsychic.com. There is an offer on there for a 12-month subscription. You can have a mini reading or a full reading. There's lots of other programs you can get involved in as well, which would be really useful at this time. Get yourself back to zero. Get yourself back to who you are, where you began, and begin again. If you can keep yourself with a clear head at all times, then things will start running smoothly. It's very simple technique, Ho'oponopono. It is the art of forgiveness, and it teaches you how to connect fast and with yourself and to clear all that noise that is going on, okay? So do keep in touch with me. Like, share and subscribe if you wish to do so, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.